kickoff before the penalty hit. So 11:28 to go. We've got a timeout. The Wolves ran a play on late, weren't going to be able to, the play clock was running down. So Wolves take a quick timeout. We will also take a quick timeout. We'll be back. You're listening to Wolves Football.
Call us first.
For loans.
For deposits.
For the best customer service.
Call us first.
We answer. First National Bank of Davis, a branch of Pauls Valley National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
Are you looking for a great deal on a new Chevrolet or a great used car? Then come on down to Mike Hellick Chevrolet, located at 1630 East Main Street in Davis. Check out our wide selection of new and used cars, visit with our friendly staff, and enjoy a no-hassle buying experience. And as always, no dock fees or ADPs. Mike Hellick Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Davis Wolves football.
So we are back. 11:26 to go in the second quarter. Wolves currently leading 22-0. Facing a 1st and 10. Wolves look to run the option. Dulaney is going to keep. He is out on the edge. He's going to pick up a first down and just a couple more onto the Winniewood side of the field. Another first down by the Wolves.
And we got a helmet off and a player down for Winniewood. Oh, he's up now.
Ball's going to be spotted, it looks like, about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 again for the Wolves. Wolves having no problems running the ball this game, picking up good positive yardage. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. And they're going to look to throw the ball.
He's going to.
Dulaney tries to dump it off there. Kind of threw it in between both number 5, Jake Britt, and number 30, Brandon Blankenship.
Mm-hmm.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. So here we go again. Dulaney under center in a I formation look with a strong side to one side, and they're going to run strong. Dulaney handoffs to Blankenship.
Blankenship, he got through and number 16 shoestringed him as he was making a cut, or he would have been gone, Brad.
Nice seal block that time by 24 Rawls there to kind of give him the edge. So a gain of 9 yards on that run is going to bring up a 3rd and 1. Ball's at the 35-yard line. So 10:27 to go. Davis leading 22-0. Pistol look this time by the Wolves. Dulaney looks to throw. Again, through
wide.
You know, that's the same play we ran a second ago, but same result. Kind of threw in between the 2 receivers. Blankenship
and Burks out there at that time.
Yeah, I think they both were a little confused on who he was trying to go to. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 now.
And I mean, you got to bet that they're going to go for it here.
Well,
with the success you've had on the run.
You bet. And again, it looks like the Wolves are going to come out in that heavy formation again. Heavy formation. Parks is going to keep the ball. He's got some room. He is down to the. I thought he might have a chance to score. He's going to be out at about the 6-yard line.
Number 6 gave him a shove, and he still got a couple yards after that before he went out.
I like that heavy formation. They actually have they got 56, Levi Baxter, in it like a fullback or a wing. Then they also have Rawls in there, and then the tailback runs behind those 2 guys. And it's been very successful so far. 9:50 to go, 22-0, Davis leading. Facing 1st and 10 now at the ball's going to be spotted at about the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at the Winniewood 11-yard line.
Traditional flex bone. Handoff goes to Parks, and Parks is going to score straight up the middle.
Another one for Drew.
Parks' second touchdown of the game, 11-yard touchdown run, capping off a 70-yard drive by the Wolves, looks like it was made up of 9 plays. 9:36 to go. Wolves now leading 28-0 with the extra point to come. So McGahey to attempt the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up. Kick is low. It's going to be no good. So the score is going to remain 28-0. You know, if we've had any criticism so far, you know, our kicking game has been a little off today. So we'll see if we can't get that turned around in the second half. 9:36 to go. The Wolves currently leading 28-0. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back.
Physical Therapy Central offers the best physical therapy care with 2 board-certified orthopedic specialists and 1 PT who is a certified concussion and vestibular specialist. PT Central, serving Davis since 2011.
Let us get you back to work, back to play, back to life at Physical Therapy Central.
$9:35 to go in the second quarter. This will be Winniewood's 5th possession of the game. Their 6th possession of the game. No, it is their 5th possession of the game. 4 3-and-outs.
Which one is it, Brad?
You choose. No, it's 4 3-and-outs and an interception. So Winniewood's still looking for their first down of the ball game.
I just want to say I am back now officially. I've been off the air for a few minutes now.
I was worried you disappeared, but it's good now.
Apologies to anybody who's having technical difficulties at the house. We are in a 10 press box, and so getting signal in here, cell service signal, was giving us some difficulties, but I think we're okay now.
So sometimes we get to scrambles, what you're trying to say, right?
Yes.
So here we go, McGahey's kick. It is up. It's a better kick. It's going to hit about the 25-yard line. It's fielded over his shoulder and he goes down immediately.
Really
I'm not
why
sure
he chose to do that, Brad.
I'm going to make an assumption, and that hit from Tucker Miller last go around. He decided he was just going to go ahead and take it where it was.
He didn't want to play that game anymore. Yeah, okay.
You know, a couple hits from Lathan and a pack of Wolves and Tucker might make you rethink your life choices.
So Winniewood looks like the ball's going to be spotted at the 25-yard line.
That makes me ponder.
We're all thinking about it, right?
Are we?
Sure.
Okay.
25-yard line, 9:33 to go. All Davis, 28-0 in the first half.
It's been a long first half.
It has been a long first half. That's one of the things when you throw the ball a lot. This time it's going to be a straight handoff. He's going to be hitting the backfield by number 5, Jake Britt.
Yeah, it was a good job. I was actually just going to mention Jake Britt was out there. It was on the near side. You know, he kind of came over in coverage because 2 wide receivers on this side. And
he did a good job of getting low, sidestepping to get in the way.
Read the play really well, saw the ball handed off, got upfield, and as soon as that guy tried to get outside, Jake just smashed him up.
Loss of 4 on that play. You know, Winniewood has predominantly tried to run the ball east and west, and it just has not been effective at all because that really plays into Davis's speed on the outside. So 2nd and 14 now. Winniewood with 2 receivers to one side, single receiver to the opposite side. Let's see what we got here. We got another timeout by Winniewood.
Yeah, you know, they're having to eat up. That's their second one thus far.
Yeah.
You know, they got a full almost 9 minutes left to go in this first half and down to just 1 timeout.
Again, that first game stuff, again, you got to work through some of that sometimes. And again, you know, Davis has been pretty fortunate in that, you know, we've got 2 games in to kind of work through some of those issues. Winniewood's first game here, and it's from a penalty standpoint, it's kind of shown.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot of little mistakes. You know,
Not that this was a penalty, but it was the second time they had to make a quick timeout to avoid the penalty.
Yeah. I just want to point out, I did see Coach Tyler Lampkin went over and got the cart. And I think they're going to try to put Lathan in the cart to take him back to the locker room.
So I think Burks has played good in his absence. I'm sure there's been others out there as well, but handoff goes up the middle. This time they actually run in north and south. Looks like a face mask on that one.
I was going to say, it looked like somebody, as he was kind of going down, they had a hand into that face mask, and that'll always get you.
It was going to be a short gain, but it looks like it may result in
end up being a first down.
Winniewood's first down of the ball game.
There actually is another flag on this side of the field, so I don't know if it's the same call. It looks like it's going to be, though.
So ball's going to be spotted, it looks like, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Winniewood Savages. After the penalty, the ball's going to be spotted at the 36-yard line.
Face mask against the Woods, 15-yard penalty.
We can always count on Mr. Mapes to confirm our
That's
assumptions
exactly
over
right,
here.
right?
Yeah, I say everything with a question, and Mr. Mapes puts a period at the end of the – sorry, I'm an English teacher.
So, okay, let's see. We've got another call. Now Davis calls a timeout, so I'm not sure. Again, coming off of another timeout, we also have a timeout. So looks like up.
I don't know that he didn't call that timeout. So
I think he did. It looks like he did call the timeout to get the player off the field. So
kind of help get Lathan over there to that locker room.
Yep.
We hope, wish Lathan all the best, and hopefully it's nothing too bad. Hopefully we'll get to see him, maybe not next week, but, within the next couple of weeks.
Back out on the field soon, yeah.
So 8:21 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 28-0.
I know Winniewood is not a big town. Of course, neither is Davis. But, from my perspective anyways. But I'm a little shocked at the
turnout
for Winniewood.
Well, there's a lot of fans along the fence line. If you look at the fence line, so it may be that they're just not in the stands itself.
That's true.
There's a lot of people along the fence, both on both sides.
A little social distancing.
Yep. Even, since Davis moved what I call those temporary bleachers outside, there's even quite a few people sitting on that. So I think it's kind of misleading.
That's a good point.
Thanks to the 100 people that have kind of stuck with us. I know we've had a few technical difficulties, but
I know we
thanks
got
for
up there,
sticking with us there.
We got 140, I think, ish. There
we
for
were
a
up to
little
151 for a little bit, yeah.
And apologies to those people who kind of bowed out for a little bit, but.
So quarterback rolls out to make a pass. He's going to be met immediately. Britt misses the tackle. Unfortunately, he's able to pick up a first down that time.
I don't even know that he really got a chance to really pass that ball as much as it was just kind of push it.
Push it over.
Shove it over to the wide receiver because he knew he was fixing to get hit.
And he did. Nice job that time by the receiver to break that open field tackle and kind of pick up a couple extra yards. The ball's going to be spotted at the 48-yard line, still on the Winniewood side of the field. 1st and 10, 8 minutes even to go in the first half. 28-0, Davis leading. Pistol formation this time for the Savages. They're going to look to run the option on the edge. Option, it goes nowhere. Actually, a loss of yardage. Good time that time by Hammonds.
Hammonds and Brandon Blankenship.
I'm going to go back to the previous play before. I think that was actually technically their second first down because they got the one on the face mask.
That's exactly right.
But that was actually their first down that they actually got.
Their first offensive one.
So,
ball's going to be moved back to the 45-yard line. 2nd and 13 now. Good job again by the Wolves defense of really stopping that east and west running by the Savages. So Winniewood back in the pistol formation. They're going to have 2 receivers to one side, single receiver to the near side. And they also have a wing. They're going to quick pitch out on the edge. I'll tell you what, he got hammered in the back that time by Jake Britt. it's going to be a loss again. And I'll tell you what, Winniewood had 2 guys out on the edge there that were good-sized guys, and they looked like they blocked nobody. Because Britt came in and hammered him.
You stand Jake Britt up next to that quarterback. He's probably 3 or 4 inches shorter.
Yep.
And, size-wise probably pretty relatively close to the same. But, I mean, Jake
giving him all he wants.
Jake just lowered the boom on him. So
loss of 2 on that run. So now it's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 43-yard line. Savages drop back to pass. They've got a couple people out in the open field. He's going to look to run. He's got some room. He's brought down, that time I believe it was by 15, Ty Burks in the open field. Nice tackle.
That's one thing that, we haven't really talked about, with Lathan going out and who was going to fill in that spot. Even though he's playing at the safety position, Jake has been coming up with that, kind of that safety linebacker hybrid, filling in that gap. And he's been really impressive with it so far by picking up that slack.
Yeah, absolutely.
So only a gain of about 3 on that play. He's going to bring up 4th and 12. So looks like Winniewood will punt. They come out in kind of an unusual formation here where they've got 4 guys to one side of the field, which to me would look like a typical fake. We'll see if he actually does a short punt, or excuse me.
Straight up in the air.
Bad snap to begin with. Punt goes straight up, then it has a nice roll at the end of it. After the beginning, after the nice start to Winniewood's drive, again, it ends in another turnover on downs, or actually another punt. Davis is going to take over at the 33-yard line, their own 33. 5:22 to go in the first half. Davis leading 28-0.
It'd be nice to see Davis. We are up 28-0, but go ahead and burn out most of this clock left on the board and punch one in right before halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So Davis back in the flex bone. This time, quick pitch goes to the edge. I believe that's number 3, and 3 is Malachi White on that quick pitch.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on that run.
That was a good job. You got to give Winniewood a little bit of credit there, kind of sealing that outside, forcing Malachi to kind of come back in, and of course making the tackle.
So after the loss of 2, it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 for Davis, face on their own 31-yard line.
Looks like we had is that Kobe England, 79?
Yeah, Kobe England going in the game there for the Wolves.
Malachi White back in motion.
Almost look like a go busted play.
We got a penalty here, or not a penalty, but a timeout again by Winniewood. So before that play, that play it was going to be looked like Owens this time was going to go off of the same play and give a different look and throw out of the backfield opposite side that time. So would have been interesting to see what happened. But they were running that same. This time they were going to fake to Malachi White and roll out. So.
That's the thing. I think you always had that option to multiple looks coming out of one play for the wishbone. But now with the flexbone, it adds a few more options. We're able to drop back and throw the ball a little bit more than we ever had before. So I like it. I know Mr. Morse likes kind of seeing that ball go up in the air every once in a while.
He's a big fan.
But
I'll tell you one of the things I really like about Mr. Owens' play calling is he really does a good job of setting up other plays through formations and what he runs early in the game. He sets up other play sequences that look the same as what he ran earlier. A lot of times the defense will react to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do like that. Me personally, being an Oklahoma State fan, I do like that style where it's all option.
Yeah.
They run that read option. Do I want to throw it? I like that style of play, and so that's kind of what Coach Owens has brought this year. So
4:43 to go in the first half. Davis leading 28-0. Every possession so far has resulted in a touchdown. This is going to be they're facing a 2nd and 11 this time. Handoff goes to Parks. Parks is into the open field, and I'll tell you what, he was a shoestring away from breaking off a touchdown run.
And he was moving, and he knew it too.
Still nice run that time. It's going to be close to the first down. Again, 2nd and 11 is going to turn into about a 3rd and around 3. 3rd and 2. The ball's going to be spotted at their own 41-yard line. 4:21 to go in the first half. Davis leading 28-0.
3rd and 1 for the 41.
Nope, we've got a motion on the offense on this time. This time Davis looked to run a heavy set that time. Again, we ran it a couple times earlier in the game for positive yardage. This time running back just jumps a little early, and I don't even know if jumps, but he flinched enough to draw the penalty, and that's going to bring us back to 3rd and 7 now after the 5-yard penalty. Just over 4 minutes to go in the first half.
3rd and 6.
Davis at a 3rd and 7. So back in the regular flexbone formation this time. Dulaney under center. He's going to run down down the line. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up that first down.
And there, Colin cut inside of Big Wyatt Fisher, and Fisher, he was just there. And so he's like, well, they got to go. They have to work to get around him.
Dedicated option run that time. Read the defensive end, made the right call, cuts up field, and picks up the first down. Ball's now at the Winniewood 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Wolves. 3:31 to go in the first half. Malachi White in motion. He looks back to pass. Got some pressure, but he's got some open field. He tucks the ball. Dulaney is going to pick up the first down. Ran out of bounds right after the marker.
That was really good awareness by Colin, knowing, he can see coming, right around behind him. Nothing's going on out here, and he's got a wide open lane, so he takes off.
Good job by Dulaney staying in the pocket. When that pocket collapsed, it kind of created that lane where he's able to get outside, and all the traffic was to the opposite side of the field. Just had enough get up and go to get past that initial line of scrimmage and get past the first down. So
I think that's good to speak to Dulaney's. We've seen him throw the ball well, we've seen him run the ball well, but now we're seeing good decision making, which is 3 games in. You'd like to see that.
1st and 10 for the Wolves. Wolves fake the quick pitch and go downfield to number 2 that time, which is Jake Parker. And again, Parker that time just a little bit overthrown. So again, fake the quick pitch there. Dulaney drops back, throws the pass. Pass is incomplete.
One thing before that play even started, you had Drew Parks back in the backfield, and he looked like he was about to come out of the blocks on the 100 meters. He was set up, ready to go.
So 3:12 to go, 2nd and 10 for the Wolves, still at the 45-yard line on the Winniewood side of the field. Dulaney now in the shotgun, flexbone formation. They're going to hit Burks right off the line of scrimmage. He's got some room to run. Burks picks up the first down.
Rumbling and stumbling to get that first down.
Tell you what, I'm surprised they didn't play him closer on the line of scrimmage, but they just let him run open there for a few yards before they reacted. And with that, the Wolves are going to pick up another first down.
Hey, Ty's a big enough body that as long as he got a little momentum, it's going to take a couple of yards to bring him down.
It's going to take a little bit, yeah.
I really like Burks at that tight end position and split wide both. I think he looks really good in that role. So 2:48 to go. Wolves first down at the 31-yard line. Dulaney looks to throw the ball again. It's a quick pass out to number 6. There's a late flag.
That's Chris Hines.
Chris Hines with the reception there, but let's see where the flag is at. It's thrown into the backfield, so I'm assuming it's going to be a hold here, but we'll see. Personal foul defense. Actually, I was incorrect there.
I think they kind of got to the quarterback a little bit late.
Oh, you hit him late?
Yeah.
I did not see. I was watching Hines. I didn't see the quarterback getting hit. But after that catch, it's going to be a penalty is going to be added on top of it. Ball's going to be spotted within the Winniewood red zone. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball's going to be at the looks like the 15-yard line. So 2:33 to go in the first half. Dulaney still in the flexbone formation.
Nope. He bobbled the snap.
Bobbles the snap. He's trying to recover and do something.
Wow.
He does. Makes the initial group miss. He's still on his feet.
Arm.
Picks up about 5 yards on that time.
And what's bad is he actually had a couple of options there. You saw the one. He took it and was able to stay upright and gain some positive yardage. but he had tie breaks on this side of the field with nobody
just standing there, yeah.
nobody around him, but look up and see it. So good job by Colin to make the best out of that busted play there.
So 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line, 1:50 to go in the first half. 28-0, the Wolves leading and looking to add some more points right before halftime.
As much as I like passing, I like the clock moving too. And all the running has been great.
So Dulaney is looking to throw. The ball is intended for number 1, Jacob Gain, just over his fingertips. I noticed Dulaney took another hit late there where I thought for a minute they might throw another flag on it. He got up a little gingerly after that, but it looks like he is okay.
We got a full line swap there.
That's one I guarantee you Jacob's going to wish he had back, because that's the old adage, if you can touch it, you can catch it.
Just off the tip of his fingertips. I mean, it looked like, and he was open. It was a touchdown. So 1:28 to go. Davis leading 28-0. The ball is at the 10-yard line. Wolves facing 3rd and 5. They're going to pick up the first down. This time it was Parks again.
Yep.
He's going to be brought down at about the 3-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 4-yard line. 1st and 10. That clock is now down to 1:16 to go in the first half.
So 88 Taylor Lawrence going into the game.
88 Taylor Lawrence split wide. Also, Lane Rawls are in that heavy set again with Lane Rawls and Levi Baxter.
Gives a pretty good idea where they're going.
They are going to go. They went heavy, and I'll tell you what, Winniewood had no answer there.
All right, that's two big bodies to get behind.
Parks,
Yep, Parks with the touchdown.
So that's Parks' 3rd touchdown run of the game.
And just like we wanted, they went all the way down, wasted over 5 minutes of the clock.
50 seconds go in the first half.
So
score's now 34-0. All Wolves with the extra point attempt to come here. McGahey back to kick the extra point. Here's a snap, a little bit low snap, and it is blocked. So it is going to be no good. Again, low snap there. McGahey did a pretty good job trying to get the ball up. Just that play was dead from the start, unfortunately.
And a kicker is a position that you got to have a short memory, because if you get in a momentum or a bad momentum of missing kicks or things like that, it gets in your head.
Yeah.
And that's one that you can't have that in your head. So hopefully Colton will shake that off.
So the heavy set, this is the first game that we've really featured the heavy set with Baxter and Rawls together there, both in a wing formation to the same side. And quarterback has the option basically of running power there or handing off and the tailback running power. And I'll tell you what, it's been very effective against Winniewood. Again, it's the first time we've shown it this year. New formation, you can tell Winniewood has not seen it previously.
Right.
They're really having a hard time dealing with it. And again, those two guys up front, both Levi and Lane, those two guys can be a load, know. So
absolutely.
50 seconds go, 34-0, all Wolves in the first half. Again, 50 seconds go in the first half, I should say. This has been a long first half. Lots of passes for both teams.
Well, when we've scored, we've done it pretty quickly. We've gone down the field pretty quickly. Pretty short drives. That was probably the first long, lengthy, methodical drive that I think we've had. But.
Well, the one thing that has been consistent with all the drives is every one of them has ended in a touchdown on the Davis drive. So no punts so far for the Wolves.
That's good.
And I would expect you're going to see a bunch of new faces, after halftime. Maybe one more possession if it ends in a touchdown, and I think you're going to see a lot of new players.
You've already kind of started seeing some of these kids get out there. We called Jake Parker's, Taylor Lawrence, and some of these names that we're not used to saying a whole lot. And some of these guys may get in the game. We just, we don't get to call their name a whole lot. But
so McGahey's kick is going to land at about the 20-yard line. It's going to be fielded. Got some room to run. Gets up to about the 35. Winniewood will take over at the 35-yard line. Still looking to get on the Wolves side of the field for the first time tonight. They were able to pick up a couple first downs on that last drive. So
don't give them too much credit. They only got one of them. We gave them one by penalty.
Well, there were two on them. So We assisted
You're
them
just
with
a
it.
nice guy, Brad. You just-
Yep. So 51 in for the first time tonight on defense, which is Kevin Bolding in at nose guard. Pass is going to go out to number 27. Both number 30, which is
Brandon
Blankenship and Chris Hines were both in that
I almost want
play.
to see Chris come, don't sit back and wait on him to catch that ball.
Yeah.
Go hit him as that ball gets to him.
As soon as it touches it, you can lay him out.
Because obviously they're going to be in a hurry here. 44 seconds to go. The ball is a gain of 5 is going to be at the 41-yard line. Quarterback drops back in a 5-set drop. It sees nobody out there. He's going to pick up the first down on the short run.
So I don't know if I was the only one that saw the hold.
Was that on Kobe?
Where he rode Kobe England to the ground.
Yeah, and just kind of laid on him?
Yeah.
It was almost as bad as Levi's thieving he got down there at Pauls Valley a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So the ball is at the 48-yard line, still on Winniewood's side of the field. 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Two receivers, twin receivers to both sides of the field, quarterback in the shotgun.
I'll tell you about a flag. It was just picked up over here on the sideline here in just a second.
So, again, another 3-step drop this time, intended for number 6, Winniewood. The pass falls incomplete.
It was Brandon on the defensive there.
Brandon Blankenship.
They actually threw a flag on this near side of this field.
And picked it up? I didn't see.
Well, they actually called it out on the field, but it was just a sideline warning. So Davis has gotten a sideline warning now.
So 2nd and 10 now, still at the 48-yard line. 18 seconds to go before halftime. Davis leading 34-0. Want to remind everybody, after the game tonight, we will keep the broadcast and show a senior night as well. So if you were able to low snap this time, the Wolves trying to flush him out. He's going to see what he can pick up on his own.
Jake Britt.
That was a good job by Jake. Chasing him down, making the tackle. A couple of guys were staring him right in the face as he picked up the ball, but he was able to break away, and then Jake come make the play. So
our broadcast was able to show homecoming earlier. We're also going to show the senior night immediately after the game. Again, trying to get in all of that stuff on the first home game. 10 seconds to go before halftime. Wolves leading 34-0. Winniewood facing a 2nd and 5 from their 48-yard line, or 3rd and 5 from their 48-yard line.
They're going to call offsides there, but I don't know that he wasn't drawn offside by a false start. Maybe I'm a little prejudiced to our side there, but.
So that's going to mark off. That should be a first down for Winniewood. So 9 seconds to go before halftime. So I've got a feeling we're going to see a Hail Mary here, if not 2 Hail Marys, depending on how much time they take on this pass. I think you're only going to get one in.
Yeah.
But
basketball, 9 seconds is a long time. Football,
not so long.
Very long. Yeah.
So twin receivers to each side. Wolves in their base defense. Some pressure this time up the middle by Rawls. Quarterback's just going to eat the ball and get dropped for a loss. Looks like number
83.
Number 83 or 63. 63 is Chase Warren, who I think was in on that tackle.
Kind of hard to tell.
83 is Brady Greenlee, so I think that was actually Warren.
63.
So that's going to end the first half with the Wolves leading 34-0. We're going to take we'll take a halftime break, and we will be back after halftime. This is the Howls broadcast of Davis Wolves football. Brad Bentley, Bobby Alexander, and Jared Morris on the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions, and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
custom jewelry.
Physical Therapy Central offers the best physical therapy care with 2 board-certified orthopedic specialists and 1 PT who is a certified concussion and vestibular specialist. PT Central, serving Davis since 2011.
Let us get you back to work, back to play, back to life at Physical Therapy Central.
Looking for a veterinarian to care for both your small and large animals? Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health. My staff and I are committed to providing the most up-to-date preventative health care for your pets. We are one of the few veterinary practices in southern Oklahoma that is fully equipped to handle all of your livestock needs to help you achieve the greatest profitability for your livestock. We also do inside boarding for your pets with weekend drop-offs and dismissals. Come see me, Dr. Cade Kopenbarger, at Hilltop Animal Health in Davis.
Call us first.
For loans.
For deposits.
For the best customer service.
Call us first.
We answer. First National Bank of Davis, a branch of Pauls Valley National Bank.
Member FDIC.
Equal housing lender.
Sooner Pharmacy provides a variety of healthcare services. We accept e-prescriptions and we also offer delivery services. Sooner Pharmacy is handicap accessible. Sooner Pharmacy is located at 705 East Main Street inside Sooner Foods.
I joined the Army National Guard for multiple reasons. The first being which that I've always believed that the state of Oklahoma and the United States of America are truly exceptional on the world stage. So I wanted to do something to give back to the country and the state that's been so good to me. So one day I asked myself, if not me, who? And if not now, when? So it was at that point I decided to enlist. And the second reason being, getting my education has always been very important to me. So after doing some studying, I found the Army National Guard's college benefits were far more competitive than anything else out there. So after graduating from the University of Oklahoma, I was able to leave my college career basically debt-free. Now that I work in recruiting, I get to see people's lives change for the better by the Army National Guard on a daily basis. And people enlist for different reasons. It could be the competitive college benefits we offer, it could be a part-time paycheck, the job training we offer, or even healthcare. But regardless of why someone enlists, the fact still remains that their part-time military service has served as a stepping stone to propel their future.
Hey, look at this. I just got totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Vision Bank has free checking?
Totally free. And I got a free gift when I opened my account.
No monthly service charge?
No. Plus I have free bill pay, free online banking, and a free instant issue debit card.
And it's all free?
Yes. Plus they have 3 totally free account options and 2 of them pay interest.
And they have it right here at Vision Bank?
Yes, at all 8 Vision Bank locations.
So totally free checking at Vision Bank.
Now you've got it.
Get all the details and start saving today with totally free checking at Vision Bank, member FDIC.
Are you looking for a great deal on a new Chevrolet or a great used car? Then come on down to Mike Hellick Chevrolet, located at 1630 East Main Street in Davis. Check out our wide selection of new and used cars, visit with our friendly staff, and enjoy a no-hassle buying experience. And as always, no dock fees or ADPs. Mike Hellick Chevrolet is a proud supporter of Davis Wolves football.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the field from the west sideline, Davis Schools proudly presents the pride of the Arbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Wolves Band. Under band director, Mr. Samuel Key, and drum major, Brylan Moore. Tonight's show title, Sun, Surf, and Sand, featuring the music of the Beach Boys, with solos from Kaylee Speaks, Mary Harris, Dalton Davis, Grant Millsap, and Colton Boydstead. Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of the Arbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Wolves Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the coach, right of the Arbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Blues Band.
So here we go, start of the second half. All Wolves in this first half, 34-0. Looking in some of the scores in 2A, Bobby, we were just talking about some of the scores that are out there. Probably the biggest surprise is
I want you to throw out the one you just told me.
Yeah, that one's a little bit of a surprise. I'm trying to get back to it so I can give you the updated score here, but it was
I think you just went past it there up towards the top.
Okay, let's see if we can find it again.
Yeah, right there it is, yeah.
There it is. So Pauls Valley leading Lindsay 21-12. So again, that's a little bit of a surprise.
That's kind of a shocker because Lindsay was one of those teams I heard they graduated a lot, but still, I mean they've been good in the district the last couple of years.
So coaches picked them number 2 in the district ahead of the Wolves.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good sign for Davis. Not that everything is equal here. Obviously, there's apples to oranges here, but again, the game is obviously not over, but. Also looking in some of the other district scores, Marietta, which is a district opponent, is getting beat 50-0 in the fourth quarter by Ringling.
Ringling's a good ball club down there.
So we're scrolling through here, seeing anything
else. What's that Marlowe score there? No, that's not Marlowe, is it?
That's Muldrow.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's the other side of the state, Bob.
Yeah, my bad.
Another big game this week. Holland Hall, number 5, against Metro Christian, number 4. It's been all Holland Hall, 28-0.
Couple other 2A games. Perkins and Chisholm is a perennial playoff team.
Perkins, the team that eliminated Sulphur in the first round of the playoffs last year, all Perkins right now, 34-12 over Chisholm. Again, another district opponent, Frederick, leading Hobart 35-13. That's always a big game. Frederick and Hobart, those are two other tradition-rich programs that kind of been down for a little bit.
Right.
Frederick recently and Hobart recently, both in Class A. Frederick just moved back up to 2A and put in Davis's district. So be interesting. I think the last time we played Frederick was when we got beat by them in I think it was the semifinals. I know Boyd's out there. If he is, text me and let me know for sure.
Let us know if we're getting that right.
Good news is we'll find out here.
Yeah, and Boyd, I'm going to throw kind of Boyd to the Wolves here. He actually emailed me earlier this week and was like, he doesn't want any credit for all this. Boyd, you are 100% getting
credit.
all the
That's
credit.
exactly right.
I called him Mr. Fulton and got in trouble, but that's okay.
But Frederick, I personally don't know a lot about Frederick. I've heard a lot about him talking to some people at the school. This week talking about some their so-called big cat daddies they've had over the years. In years past.
So my brother-in-law, they actually scrimmaged Frederick earlier in the year.
Oh, this year? Okay.
Yeah, this year. So and he said, it looks like a Frederick team that you're used to seeing.
Okay. So
he said they've got some big.
I've heard they were big
receivers.
Right.
They've got some big guys up front. He said they were a little bit unmotivated when they scrimmaged. So it was one of those things that he actually thought that they had outplayed them. And he's at Dibble, which we scrimmaged earlier in the year.
Scrimmaged. All right, so a little bit of a somewhat to be able to compare there.
Here's another big game, or at least I'm a little surprised by, but it's John Marshall beating Heritage Hall, which, again, you don't see Heritage Hall lose very often in the regular season or in the playoffs. So, again, right now, John Marshall, number 5, beating number 1 Heritage Hall in 3A.
Well, I don't know this for 100% fact, but I have heard that Heritage Hall has a lot of students that aren't back in classes.
Okay.
So they are doing the virtual thing. Being there in the metro, they've got some different stipulations than we have here, and so they may be without a lot of their athletes. That could raise problems for them this year.
The families are taking extra precautions up there too.
So very highly ranked Jones in 2A, losing currently to very highly ranked Lincoln Christian in 3A. So 27-21.
So we're actually getting ready to receive the kick, and Colt McGahey is still back to receive.
So I think you're going to see the offense at least one more series. Now you see up front now there's some different guys out there, or it looks like there are in my opinion. I see like Sevy Adams out there, number 13, number 40.
Chase Stewart.
So
some younger guys.
Nice return this time by McGahey. That makes a guy miss. 2 guys miss.
Loses the
ball's
ball
on the ground.
That's 9 there.
Picked up by Tucker
Miller.
Tucker Miller able to come up and dive on the ball. Man, that's
pretty about 28-yard return, but got to secure that ball at the end of it. So Wolves are going to take over first possession of the second half. Every first half possession ends in a touchdown. So we'll see. It looks like their first group is out there for the most part.
I heard Coach Parker kind of getting on to Colton there. Like, you don't want to see these guys get sloppy. You don't want to see them get lazy in this game. Yes, we're up big, but we have to keep playing football. All of our games this year are not going to be 2-quarter games. We got to play 4 quarters.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Handoff goes to Parks this time. Picks up about 4 yards on the first down carry.
22, Drew Parks on the carry. 65, Colin Buckley on the stop.
So they're going to mark it a 4-yard gain there. Ball's going to be marked at the 47-yard line. Actually, I take that back. It's going to be a 3-yard gain.
And I think that's something we're going to see a lot. A lot of feed to Drew Parks. We're going to run the ball a whole lot here.
So, again, hard count gets Winniewood to jump off sides. They looked like they were going to blitz on that play. If you've noticed, Winniewood has started packing the line now. They've got their linebackers almost walked up right behind the defensive line. And, they're daring Davis to throw the ball over the top. Now, this late with a 34-point game, I don't know that you're going to see a lot of over-the-top throws. But again, they're going to stack the line. Davis back in the flex bone. Dulaney in the shotgun formation.
That was super close to getting him on another hard count right there.
Handoff goes on a misdirection. Number 1, Jacob Gaines.
Gaines.
Jacob Gaines going to make
Jacob.
some guys miss. Gets all the way down to about the
run.
24-yard line there. About a 24-yard run that time by Jacob Gaines.
So if you were able to notice there on the live stream, number 4, the linebacker for Winniewood, who almost got called, got caught offsides on a hard count again, got back in the backfield and really had a chance at Jacob, but Jacob just able to turn that shoulder a little bit, get around him, and then take off for a really good gain.
Did a good job once he got the ball of kind of cutting back across the grain, getting some good yardage. So 10:44 to go in the third quarter, 34-0. The Wolves lead, driving again just outside the Winniewood red zone at the 24-yard line. Ball's passed out to number 2, the intended receiver, which is Jake Parker. Again, little too high on that throw.
Yeah. I can understand Jake's problem there, just being a shorter guy.
Well, it looked like one criticism I'll give of Colin right there. It didn't look like he had his feet set when he threw that. It kind of airmailed on him a little bit, and that's what can happen if you're throwing without a set formation when you're throwing without being your feet.
Yep. Absolutely.
If I could talk, I guess I can here in the second half, right?
Words are hard.
Yep, sometimes. 10:28 to go in the third quarter. Handoff goes this time to number 3, Malachi White. Malachi White with a lot of snaps here, both in the first half and second half. I don't know if he's in for Dickinson on offense some. He could be.
I'm not really sure. That could be where he's coming into play because Malachi's he's smaller, but he's super quick. And being able to make those cuts, kind of like a
good
Blankenship.
lateral speed.
Yeah, good him and Blankenship kind of compare to one another.
So 3rd and 6 at the 20-yard line. Dulaney looks to pass. He is hit in the backfield and sacked. That time just unable to kind of get anything going. 44 for Winniewood. Good-looking kid, kind of gets around the edge there and brings him down before he can really set anything up. So that's going to bring up a 4th down. Going to be a loss of about 1 yard. 4th and 11. Actually, a loss of 4 yards. So fourth down. Obviously, where the ball is spotted at the 26, the Wolves are going to go for it. Handoff goes to the up-back Gain, and Gain has got a bunch of positive yardage. I don't know if he's going to be
he's
not
be
enough.
about 2 yards short.
Good run though.
Yeah, good run.
That's about as effective as you're going to get for almost a punt situation there.
So Winniewood able to stop the Wolves for the first time on their offense. Will take over on downs. Winniewood will start 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. 9:01 to go in the third quarter. 34-0, Wolves leading.
Still looks like most of the starters, especially on that front 3.
So I see Himes in at corner, and I see Jacob Gain in at corner. Shotgun formation, looks to throw the ball.
Oh, big sack there.
Big drop that time by Levi Baxter.
Ball actually came out, but I think they're actually going to say he was down.
That was the locks.
Was it the
It
locks?
was the locks.
Yep. Kind of like Samson. He just powered his way through there.
Yeah, that Samson-ish like hair.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and around 19 yards after that sack. Ball's going to be spotted at the 7-yard line. There's the ambulance coming by.
I'm not sure if they...
I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
Quarterback drops back to pass again. This time throws downfield. Nice pitching catch that time.
He got sandwiched there.
He did get sandwiched by two Wolves defenders. Looks like I think that was Hammonds, and I think the other one was.
Looks like Tanner Claxton.
Yep. Ball's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage now. It's going to be about a 3rd and 10.
Sandwich there at the 17-yard line.
7:48 to go. The clock continues to tick. Got two receivers, actually three receivers, trips formation to the near side, single receiver to the far side. Quarterback drops back to throw again. Hits number 8 out in the open field.
That's
now there
Tanner
is
Claxton.
Tanner Claxton
In his grill.
So there is a flag down. I don't know what that flag was.
It looked like some holding in the coming around the corner.
Ineligible receiver.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Good hit by Tanner. I'll actually, a little bit of thing, today it is homecoming. Seniors have the who's who, or actually the whole school has a who's who. Tanner actually was most athletic for the boys.
Yep.
Showing it there that most athletic, not something you typically hear for a center.
Nope.
But kudos to Tanner.
As a former center, no, that's not something you hear.
So 4th and 10, Winniewood is going to punt back to Davis. They're going to be punting from their own. It looks like the spot of the ball is going to be at the 22-yard line. So be back about the, let's see where he lines up. I'd guess about the 10-yard line, 5-yard line for this punt. Looks like the Wolves are set up regular base defense. Rugby-style kick, good kick. It's going to hit about the 45-yard line and roll down. Going to come to a stop at about the 41, so it'll be Wolves 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It looks like we're going to have a change at
Say,
quarterback.
it looks like Tuff's going to take over from the quarterback spot.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be Hammond's Wynn will be in with most of that first group still. You still have Gain in at tailback. You also have Parks in at fullback, and you have Malachi White at tailback.
Still got Burks out there.
Burks at split end or tight end. Most of your starting offensive line still in currently. Chris Hames out at split end. Tough in the flex bone. High snap. Has to fall on the ball. Winniewood's immediately back there, and again, lucky to get that one back after the high snap.
Yeah, I don't know if Tuff wasn't quite ready for that one, but it almost seemed like it bounced off his face mask.
Yeah. Looks like Jake Parker comes in for Chris Heim real quick.
So 2nd and 13 now. Ball's moved back to the 37-yard line after the loss of 3. 6:21 to go in the third quarter. Again, 34-0 is the current score, all Davis. Hammond's in at quarterback. Handoff goes this time to number 22, Parks. Parks is going to be pick up a nice about 10 yards on that carry. Not going to be quite enough for a first down, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and short. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 2.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Chase Warren an offensive line starter?
Yes.
Okay.
I say that. On offense, usually, Warren has started, and he's listed as the starter here. I don't know if he did this evening, but I think he did. Another hard count almost gets Winniewood to jump off sides again. Hammond's this time is going to hand off to the Hammer. The Hammer is downfield. Gets down to about the 25-yard line on a straight handoff up the middle.
Just ducking his shoulders and bullying his way through.
Yep.
Gain of about 24 yards on that run. Big chunk yardage again. So 5:16 to go in the third quarter. 34-0 Davis. Davis driving again. 1st and 10 at the Winniewood 26-yard line. Quarterback is Tough Hammonds currently. Hammonds under center is going to hand off to Rawls again. Rawls another good gain this time for about 6, it looks like.
To the Winniewood 20-yard line. Again, Wolves fans, please hang around after the ball game. Immediately following tonight's game.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4. Wolves again in the Winniewood Savages red zone at the 20-yard line. Hammond's back under center, flex bone. Hammond's going to keep this time on a straight follow, fake the handoff to Rawls, and just fell in behind him to pick up what he could. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short.
You know, I like what I'm seeing from these second tier guys that are getting in there on the field, they're still pushing, kind of having their way with Winniewood's, D-line and even their linebackers. So these guys are making it count when they're getting their chance. So.
Absolutely.
And good snaps for Hammonds at quarterback right now, too. Again, 3rd and 1, 3:57 to go in the third quarter. Hammonds this time is going to hand off directly to number 3, Malachi White. And let's see, I'll tell you what, there is a
he got stacked up.
There was a scrum, and then it ended in a yellow flag at the end. So we'll see what this is. And when I say scrum, I mean there was a big pile around the ball carrier there where they were both fighting for yards and fighting to stop the yards.
Holding against
the defense is going to give this another first down here.
I'm not even sure we've kept track of how many penalties Winniewood has had.
There's been a lot.
There's been quite a few. So
yeah, there's been a lot. And if you look at those Winniewood players, you can tell this is their first game because it takes a while to get in game shape.
Yeah, they're getting gassed.
I think they're ready for this game to be over before too much longer.
And they don't have a whole lot of
kids on the sidelines.
No. So,
Davis's numbers are a little bit down this year, but Winniewood's are even less. So first down at the 8-yard line. Hammond still in at quarterback. This time he's in the shotgun formation. Quick pitch goes out to Gaines. Gaines is on the edge. We got a hold right there. I think Gaines misread his block. He had the outside, tried to cut it back in. The offensive lineman out in front of him there tried to block the guy and kind of ended up having to hold. So it's going to be a holding call is going to bring this one back. Ball's going to be moved back to the 12-yard line. Actually, 17-yard line. So it'll be first and 17 to go on this one now.
I kind of want to see Tough put the ball in the air.
I was thinking that too.
Tough this time is going to keep out on the edge, makes the first guy miss.
Wow, there he goes.
Tell you what, he broke out of that huddle, and I was going to say that I prefer to see Tough run the ball more than throw the ball personally.
Well, we haven't seen it a whole lot, and when you're up in a game 34-0, you kind of want to see some of those situations where, hey, let's try some things that maybe we normally wouldn't do, but.
I just think he is so smooth out in the open field that when he's got a little bit of a Blake Summers feel to him when he's out in the open field. Because he's so smooth. He's good. He's got some good moves. Now he's not very big, so it's one of those deals that that right there. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So it's now 41-0. But that play right there kind of epitomizes what he can do. He's kind of small in stature, so he's not someone that I envision breaking a lot of tackles, but he just did. He came out of that scrum.
That's one of those things about never quitting. His feet never stopped moving. He kept trucking along, and those guys just couldn't hold on. Those guys are getting gassed, and he knew that. Ends up being able to break away from the tackle and go score.
So 59-yard drive there. 8 plays. In play there was the 17-yard touchdown run by Tough Hammonds at quarterback. 2:47 to go. It's now 41-0, all Wolves. We will stay here, get ready for this kickoff.
Yeah, I see some new numbers kind of going out. Daxton Davis, number 7, looks like he's going out for the kicking team. Brand new to Davis, so he, had to kind of get acclimated for the last couple of weeks.
Chase Stewart, again, we talked about him a little bit earlier. Sevy Adams, 13, also out there on the kicking team. Number 10, Tyler Tinsley. So a bunch of new faces out there right now. 34, Justin Eidelman.
The Justin Bieber hair, Justin Eidelman.
So it looks like the T-shirts are about to throw, or excuse me, the cheerleaders are about to throw T-shirts. I would much rather get hit by them than Red Hots when I'm not paying attention. So,
and some of those girls I know play softball.
Yep.
You know, those throwing those Red Hots, man, you almost end up with a black eye.
Yeah, you got to pay attention when that cheer starts. Our team is red hot. You better watch out, otherwise.
Kudos to, you see Lane Rawls kind of helping the guys get set up who aren't in the game all the time. And hey, you need to be here. You need to be here.
Hey, McGahe's best kick of the night. That was a nice kickoff there.
Oh.
Winniewood runs into their own man and is brought down immediately at the 30-yard line.
I'm worried about that kid. He just got smoked.
He got smoked by the returner.
By his lead blocker. He laid him out.
So interesting turn of events there. I don't think any of us expected to see that.
So 2:44 to go in the third quarter. Winniewood trailing 41-0. So we're going to see some more kids out defensively as well. Bolding still out there. Also number 79, which we talked about earlier, Colby England, also out there. 75, that is Gavin Moore out there at defensive tackle. Rawls and Berkshire linebackers. Winniewood this time is going to hand off man in motion. Nice run that time by Winniewood, but he is met and hammered there on the edge.
You know, the thing there about, those two linebackers, Burks was out there being a senior, and then Rawls being a sophomore. Those guys are kind of anchoring down right now. Lane being a sophomore, a bunch of these kids out there now are sophomores. They're younger guys. Lane knows them, has been playing with them for years, and so almost, him and Burks are having to kind of be leaders right now and get these guys going.
I see Shane Pletcher in at outside linebacker now. Also, number 63, Chase Warren in at defensive tackle. Another handoff, this time on the edge by Winniewood. Brought down that time by 75, Gavin Moore.
And, some of these guys, yes,
that's
their starter.
Connor Moore.
Connor Moore, okay.
So we're calling these guys.
I keep calling him by his brother's name, or am I wrong on that? No?
No.
Nope. Okay, different Moore.
Name.
Okay, all right.
We talk about these guys playing in different positions, and, that's the thing. These numbers are down, and I don't really.
So number 1, also Jacob Gain in there at defense, so.
Sorry about that. I got a little confused because our crew was messing with me.
Well, there you go. Quarterback drops back to pass. He's going to tuck the ball. Again, picks up a couple. We've got a late flag there.
That might be on Davis.
So 1:40 to go in the third quarter. All Davis, 41-0. Looks like we are going to have a penalty on. Let's see. I thought it was going to be on Winniewood here, but let's see. And it is on Winniewood, blocking the back. So the ball is going to be moved back all the way to what looks like the 30-yard line. So it's going to be a first and about 20 at the 30-yard line, their own 30.
Penalty backs it up to the 30-yard line. Remains first down, first and 20 from the 30.
Quarterback is looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a man open, overthrows him slightly. That was number 20, Jacob Gain in coverage.
That was a good job by Jacob getting there. Even if he had made that catch, he wasn't going to be able to get very far.
Taylor Lawrence also out there at cornerback on that play.
Second and long from the 30-yard line.
Got Malachi White at safety.
Yeah, safety.
Then also Jake Parker at safety. Won it strong and won it free.
That is the son of Coach Parker.
That's exactly right. Youngest son.
Youngest
I
son.
saw the other two sons actually in the stands with the mom earlier.
I don't know that there's so much cheering on little brother, but they're here to beat him up after the game.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
Quick pitch out on the edge. Jacob Gaines does a good job of stringing him out. Does a good job by the running back there. Takes a host of Davis defenders to bring him down.
The actual takedown was by number 40.
Yeah, and it looks like Jake trying to get up there. I think is that number 2 Jake trying to.
Looks like number 40 is Chase Stewart.
Yeah.
That's Jake Parker on the ground right now.
You see his dad standing over him there. He got kind of rolled up on the bottom of that pile.
So again, looks like he's just kind of rolled ahead. Looks like he's going to be okay. Just kind of dinged up on that play. We got the hydration cart making its way out there. My favorite part of every game, the hydration cart. Where's the water boy? I bet he never had one of those.
Mobile hydration unit.
Yeah, I don't think they had.
That's
that.
some good eating.
I feel like we've all kind of sounded like they're the coach from that movie.
Yeah, a little
at
bit.
some point this evening. But
at least once.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see a lot of the coaches down there. They've already got their headsets off and things like that. And at this point in the game, 41-0 into the third quarter. It's really more of a coaching, almost a teaching experience.
Yeah, this is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Get some kids some playing time and get out of the game. Hopefully with no more injuries and.
Yeah, get them some game film for them to be able to go and talk to them about.
You got Parks out there kind of coaching them
a little bit.
Yep.
But that's what you want to see from your leaders that are not in the game now.
Sure.
You want to see them coaching up these younger guys and
because this is your future.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to get these guys ready to go. So 3rd and 14 from the 36-yard line for the Savages. Quarterback's going to drop back to pass, looking to throw the ball downfield. He had a receiver coming back across the field, but he tries the dump off. Yeah, tried to do the dump off pass there, and Lawrence knocks the ball away. And it looked like he got his hand on that. If he catches that ball, that's a pick six right there by Lawrence.
My son likes to talk about Taylor a lot. Calls him LT, though. And for the longest time, I was like, I don't know who you're talking about. He's like, Taylor Lawrence. And I'm like, no, that's not LT. No, I'm sorry. There's a few LTs in front of him before he gets that.
Yeah.
So 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. 41-0 is the score, all Davis. Winniewood to punt here. Low snap, bounces off the ground. He gets the punt off. Still a good punt. It is fielded by Malachi White at about the 36-yard line.
I was kind of hoping he would run that.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Malachi get a little bit of room to run and get a head start on it. And see 14 for Winniewood down. I don't know if maybe he stepped weird.
Like
I think
it looks like a cramp. Yep. Because again, you remember we went through the same thing at Pauls Valley in our first game.
Yeah.
This is their first game.
But hey, kudos for Winniewood. I mean, that's the first guy I've seen go down with a cramp on the field. Now, they might have had guys on their sideline, but
they might need a hydration cart.
They might need a hydration cart. They'd roll out there for them.
Yep.
So Davis takes
old school coaching there. You see coach come across the field. Get up, let's go.
He definitely did. He just pulled him off. He said, time to go. Yep. You're okay.
It's old mentality, I guess, a little bit there.
Walk it off. It's fine.
Yeah.
So Davis will take over on downs. Davis next week on the road at Tishomingo.
A road trip. We've kind of talked a little bit
That's
about
exactly
it for the
right
press box tonight.
Yep, we're trying to figure out what genre of music we're going to play on the way down there.
That's right.
Enlighten the kids in the bus.
And I don't. Did we get a score from them?
Let me look here.
Looks like the Wolves are going to start on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Malachi White.
Malachi still going. Hey, nice job.
He
picked up a first down. It helped him out.
It helped him. It gave him a boost of about 3 yards.
Yeah,
yeah, the last 3 yards he ran in the air.
Okay, and I'm looking to see if we can find Tishomingo. I know Tishomingo struggled last week with Pauls Valley, so.
I'm not sure how they didn't give him the first down there, but.
They didn't count the 3 yards in the air, I guess.
I guess
not.
It was still forward.
That's a raw deal.
Yeah. They called forward progression while he was still moving forward, which is interesting. We're going to go into the fourth quarter, up 41-0.
And
Okay, so Tishomingo currently, well, I guess it's a final now. Tishomingo losing to Kingston 42-0.
Yeah, Kingston still, they moved up a class, or they did
Kingston
move up a class.
in 3A, you bet.
And they're in a tough district now. They Sulphur, Long Grove, Plainview, some really powerhouse district, really, Plainview.
Yeah.
That is a top 10 rated Kingston team in 3A as well.
Yeah, so. I don't like to give Kingston a lot of praise, but you got to give them credit for moving up a class and going into a really tough district and already making noise. So
I would have liked to have played Kingston again this year. I kind of have a bad taste in my mouth losing to them. Last year we get to play them for a while.
We went on the road down there and,
Good game where we had a chance to win at the end.
Had a really good chance to win at the end of the game. And I thought we were going to get to send them off with a loss, but came out of the wrong end of that deal. But I'm okay with them doing well in that district. Beating up on Sulphur and Plainview and Long Grove.
So start of the fourth quarter, all Wolves 41-0. They will take over at the 46-yard line. Well, I say take over. I guess it's second one after the play.
Malachi.
I was waiting on you, Brad.
Hey, I think I'm halfway asleep tonight, so you guys help me. The 41 points have put me into a slumber at this point.
Yeah.
So Hammond's back in at quarterback. Flexbone formation is going to handoff's going to go to Gain this time.
He's going to get it.
They gave a little bit different look this time, running the flexbone but keeping a tight end in, right. And running power, doing that handoff underneath the Gains back to the power side.
And you're starting to see some of those Winniewood players get up really slowly.
I just saw number 10, Tyler Tinsley, the sophomore, come back on the field.
Yeah, some of their big linemen, they've been in a long
They played a lot of snaps.
Yeah, a lot of snaps.
Yep.
And they're getting tired and worn out and, starting to show signs of that cramping. And
1st and 10 for the offense at the 50. Wolves still in that flexbone formation with the tight end in tight. Handoff goes opposite side, this time to Malachi White. Malachi White pulled back down by his jersey there. I'll tell you what, he had some room, if not, too.
Mm-hmm.
They got another player down. We just talked about, so many snaps, the cramping.
And a lot of their guys have been playing every down.
Dana, 8 yards by Malachi White right there is going to be 42, at the 42-yard line now. Bring up 2nd and 2.
That was number 18 for Winniewood that went off with that cramp there.
So with Hammonds in at quarterback, you see a lot more of him under center. Gaines going to pick up the first down on this play. Picks up about 3.
Going to have to give Winniewood a little bit of credit on that one. They kind of picked him up and carried him for a couple of yards, but we'll take it.
They swung him around there like they were two-stepping. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Got another man down with cramps. The other guys in the press box here said get the pickle juice out, and he is right.
100% right there.
Pickle juice and salt pills. Where are the salt pills, right?
We had a jug of it on the sideline.
Yep. I didn't know. I had never heard until it was a couple of games ago. Mustard.
Yeah,
mustard.
I'd heard pickle juice my whole life.
In it, yeah.
I just remember. I can't remember if it was an OU or an OSU game, but they kept cutting to the sidelines of whoever they were playing, and they had like bottles and bottles of mustard squirting in these guys' mouth. Yeah. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So it's like a Louisiana Lafayette or something like that. I can't remember. It was a couple years ago.
Those Cajuns, they do things a little different.
It's a little different.
Really good food though.
Yeah,
it is good.
That's GAUX go
Cajuns,
right?
Yes, yeah.
Go.
I think they're telling our clock operator to raise the clock just a little bit.
Yeah.
I have no idea what his sayings are saying right now. There, he just told me.
Hey, he gave you a thumbs up, though.
He said, let it roll. Let's go.
So the Wolves, 10:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Wolves leading 41-0. Ball is 1st and 10 at the Winniewood 37-yard line. Tuff Hammond's in at quarterback. Going to hand off to that time. Let's see who that was. That was number 40 carrying the ball right there. Number 40, who is
Chase Stewart.
Chase Stewart. I'm going to remember his number and name because he has played quite a bit in this game.
Chase's sister, Cassidy, is a member of the Howl.
Hey, there you go. Okay.
Oh, there you go. She's actually out doing some social media stuff for us tonight.
So if you don't know about the Howl, we'll tell you real quick. It's a school-sponsored media group that produces all of these broadcasts. So anytime you're out there and you see these kids, make sure and thank them and tell them thanks for bringing us Davis Wolves football because they're the ones that do it all here. Stewart again with the carry here, picks up the first down.
That's something I think I want to make clear to everybody is these are students running these. These are students running the board, producing the show, students running the cameras, students out trying to post the things on social media. So we're not going to be perfect every time. We're going to have difficulties, so try to just remember that we are talking about students who are learning these things to get better and give them opportunities maybe after high school.
And we definitely want to give you the best broadcast we can, so that's what we're working on with these kids. So Hammond's again in at quarterback. Going to hand off to Gaines. Gaines got some room outside there. Stiff arms the first guy, lowers his shoulder and picks up the first down or close. See where they mark him down. Again, nice tough run that time by Gaines.
Jacob has been doing a lot of work this game, and he's done really well.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot of stuff from a lot of these younger guys. They're like we've talked about earlier. They're getting their chance and they're making it count.
So he picked up about 8 on that. It's one of those deals. You earn more playing time when you and again these younger guys look like they're hungry for more game.
Well, and then Jacob is a senior.
Yep,
getting his chance to get
That's
up there
exactly right.
and do some work.
And he's looked good.
Yeah,
both offensive and defensive. 2nd and 2 now, 8:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Wolves inside the red zone of Winniewood at the 17-yard lines. It looked like Hammonds just drew him offsides with the hard count again.
No, you're not.
Nope, illegal procedure on this one. Coaching opportunity for Coach Parker right there. You know how it is with the younger guys.
Yep.
When you're a younger guy and you're in there, you don't want to cause a penalty because during film session they like to call those out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are the ones you watch a few times over and over again.
They like to pause it right in the middle of that.
Yep.
What did he do wrong? Well, everything.
Hammonds this time is going to hand it off to
Malachi
White. Malachi White straight up the middle.
He turned it on. He was gone.
He hit that hole right there and just was gone, and nobody had a prayer to make the stop.
22-yard touchdown run for Malachi White. 7:48 to go. The score is now 47-0. Extra point to come.
Down on the sideline, Bobby Dale approves.
Bobby Dale approved. That's always a big plus.
Yep. Okay, Colton McGahey to kick the extra point. Dulaney is holding. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 7:48 to go, it is now 48-0. You're listening to the Howl broadcast of Davis Wolves football. This is Brad Bentley, Bobby Alexander, Jared Morris. We'll be back.
Custom jewelry.
Physical Therapy Central offers the best physical therapy care with 2 board-certified orthopedic specialists and 1 PT who is a certified concussion and vestibular specialist. PT Central, serving Davis since 2011.
So we're back. 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter. Davis leading now 48-0. About to kick off to the Winniewood Savages.
I see a few of the Winniewood Savages, been playing a lot. You see them taking a knee over on the far side over there. Man, getting them a breather. I think Winniewood's kind of going, okay, hey, let's get some of our guys.
Well, sure, not the start to their season they were hoping for.
No, not at all. They wanted to come in this game and be competitive.
Again, huge rivalry between these two schools. So, the old timers like myself, they like to watch a 48-0 game if you're a Davis fan.
Yeah.
McGahe's kick's going to be fielded about the 25-yard line. Brought down at about the 35, so about a 10-yard return there by Winniewood.
Like Chase Stewart in on the tackle for that one.
So, Bobby, we were talking off air here, and again, it might be a great opportunity for you to talk through. We talked about the Howe group being high school kids, and this year we have four
senior
members.
That they're actually going to be a part of senior night after the game.
Yep.
We've got Bryant Ward, who plans on going into the Navy after he graduates at the end of this year. Mateo Martin. I don't know what Mateo's plans are yet, but
professional gamer.
Maybe.
Hey, speaking of Mateo, before you go on, Mateo ranked #1 last year for a period of time.
He was actually one of our esports players. He was going to go to the state tournament for esports and Super Smash. So kudos to Mateo. He was our first state qualifier in esports. Who else we got? We got two more. We got Cody Combs, who's new to media this year. So
we've indoctrinated him in 3 games, right?
Yeah,
he's ready now.
We've got him pretty well. He's actually ran the iPad for 2 games now for us.
He's learned to wear headphones when he's in the bus with us.
Yeah, he's learned to wear headphones in the bus. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to take that personally.
I kind of give Cody a hard time because he is a golfer. I'm pretty good. I am an avid golfer, but he told me he went to Lakeview and actually shot a 79 today. So
we might need to see a scoring card on that one.
I need to know if I'm not sure if his math skills are real good, but
I think his pencil's rigged.
I think he might have been mistakenly telling me his 9-hole score, not an 18-hole score. But I don't know.
That would have been my 9-hole
79 through 6 holes.
Yes, yeah. And then our last one, Sherry Wyatt, who's been with us now for a couple of years.
Sherry out on the camera.
She's out on the camera. She can't hear us talking, but
so we can make fun of her.
And Sherry, unfortunately, has been the butt of so many jokes for us over the last 2 years.
Yes.
She's done a very good job of taking all the humor.
She takes
for a while there. It seems like she was the only female in media. Now that has completely changed now.
Yeah, absolutely, it has changed. We've got quite a few, but she was the only female on the bus trips for away games because she really enjoyed it. But she's found her a niche in photo editing and video editing and done really well. So we'll see what she plans on doing. And all 4 of those seniors are going to be honored after the game for senior night. So
Winniewood with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again, can't say thanks enough to those 4 seniors. I got a late flag there. Those 4 seniors, several of them have been with us since the inception of the media. So this is, their 3rd year, I guess.
Yeah, there's a couple of them that have been in for the 3rd year. Actually, hang on. Let me think about that.
No, not a senior, but we have a junior.
We have a junior that has been with us since the inception.
Okay.
But those 4 seniors, this is their 2nd full year.
I was going to say Bryant and Sherry for sure.
Yeah, 2nd full year of
and
media.
Mateo.
And Mateo. So,
but
these kids they're getting really good at what they're doing. Building commercials and going out and filming these things on their own.
Running the production for us.
It's a lot less stressful for me and Mr. Morse when we just drive the bus essentially now.
Yeah.
And
when those guys troubleshooting and when we have issues to find out what's going on and
drive the bus and sing.
That's all we do. That's right.
And we let Brad play DJ in the back.
Yeah.
So,
yep. There you go.
But these kids are doing a great job and look forward to they had their first news production come out this week. They've got a couple other big plans on the map. So
and then also keep your eye out for the Sunday edition of the Ardmorite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. 2 media girls right there.
We have Kayana Adams, who was part of homecoming tonight, and Abby Snyder. I have been writing, so they've got 2 under their belt so far. And they got a chance. That was one thing last week. They were a little worried. How do I write about a loss? We had to learn how to do that.
Yeah,
so
they had to. So tonight they'll get to learn how to write about a big win.
About a blowout win.
5:37 to go. It's been all Davis now, 48-0.
So now that we're already in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes to go, up 48-0. 2 games in a row now. We've kind of done a Wolf Media Player of the Game. I don't know that I could really pinpoint a single player for us.
Boy, if I had to pick a player, I would struggle. But I'll tell you who I'll pick a position, and that's the offensive line.
Oh, okay. I had 2, but
okay, go ahead. No, I was going to say that.
I mean, if I'm going to split it up into halves, player of the first half is Drew Parks.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, yep.
And then
good choice.
Even though not as as far as points wise productive in the second half, but would be Jacob Gain.
Yep, yeah. I agree.
I mean, he was all over the place, and on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Well, I still got to go with the big uglies up front. For me, those 5 offensive linemen, they have pushed Winniewood up and down the field. Big rushing lanes, good coverage, or excuse me, not good coverage, but good pass protection when we drop back to pass. Really played very well in about 2.5 quarters because again they're resting on the sideline currently.
And that's one thing is where they I'm all about the line because that's where I'm most comfortable, but that's why you see those other guys,
and that's what I was
they're
say,
doing
exactly.
their job.
Your 2 picks, first and second half, couldn't do that job without those 5 guys up front. So I think I'm going to go with Brad here and take that O-line because they have pushed their way around, just basically had their way, and not even necessarily the 5 starters.
Nope.
Even these second guys that have come in have really had their way. So
big chunk plays throughout the game. Offense, big 24-yard runs, 20-yard. Lots of big chunk plays, and it's hard as a defense when you're giving up those types of plays consistently.
I mean, the holes. They're making huge holes for these guys to be able to get in. So
4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the ball game, 48-0. A little confusion out there on the defense. Looks like they're trying to substitute. Winniewood's going to pick up a first down.
And I think there was, like you said, Brad, a lot of confusion because he took off and everybody was kind of standing around like not real sure what they were supposed to be doing.
Well, you saw 32 Shane Pletcher thought he was coming off the field and had to run back across the other side of the field and still was kind of involved in the play, but couldn't quite make that tackle because he wasn't really set in where he was supposed to be.
So gain of 12 on that. Winniewood looking to try and get on the board before the game ends here. They are at the Wolves' 26-yard line, just outside the red zone, facing a 1st and 10. Again, 3:42 to go in the ball game. Handoff again goes to 27. They've really featured that they featured it most of the game. They've had a little success here as the game's progressed on, and kids have got a little bit tired and some new substitutions are in.
No, Winniewood in the Davis red zone at this point.
That's right. They sure are. That clock continues to tick. Approaching 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, Winniewood playing with a lot of heart here. They don't want to go out without getting on the scoreboard.
Yeah, we know how that feels. We tried really hard to get on the board last week.
You bet. Had it on the 1-yard line. Couldn't punch it in there late.
It's almost a self-dignity type thing.
It's a pride deal. You bet.
You want to get that points across the board to say that, hey, I didn't give up. I didn't quit. And, of course, our boys didn't quit last week, but that goose egg on that board is a stinger.
Davis really came out after a tough loss last week, and they came out on fire. Played very well from the inception, looked really good offensively. And, we really struggled to move the ball against Sulphur. There was almost the whole first half we went without a first down. So, again, it's one of those things that really played well both offensively and defensively this game.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game. Davis coming off that loss, you thought they were going to have a lot of fight in them, a lot of fire because they wanted to redeem
On the air.
themselves.
Oh, nice. Put the ball in. A little underplayed by Davis, but unable to make the reception in the end zone on the play-action pass there.
But they want to redeem themselves from last week, and they've done just that tonight. And we talked about Winniewood, the first game back for this year. Those first game jitters in a big game under the lights against the Wolves, a rivalry. It was a lot of pressure, and unfortunately they felt it tonight.
Yep.
So
a lot of penalties, you know. So 2:17 to go in the ball game after that incomplete pass. They are at the Davis 16-yard line. Handoff goes to number 27 on the edge again. He's going to be brought out of bounds. Pickup of about, let's see where, I'd say it's about 6 or 7 there. See where they mark it. Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and short here. 3rd and about 2 yards at the 7-yard line.
So I'm going to have to step away for the moment. I am actually going down in the field with one of our seniors, so I will see you guys later.
Well, we appreciate it, Bobby. Have
you
a
have
good
to
time.
come back. You're my ride, but yeah.
Okay.
So here we go. Winniewood facing a 3rd and 2. Quarterback's just going to keep on the edge.
Oh.
Going to pick up the first down, it looks like. Going to be short of the end zone, but he is going to pick up the first down. 2:04 to go in the 4th quarter. First and goal from the 5-yard line is what Winniewood is currently facing.
To the 5-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Davis leading 48-0.
And you can kind of tell we're not in a big hurry at this point. Let it roll.
Winniewood really done a good job here late using 44 to seal that edge. Give it to 27. They did the same play there. Put 27 in motion, handoff.
Got pretty close, but
he's going to be, it looks like it's going to be second,
about 2.
2, yep. Clock continues to tick. It's about 1:26 to go. Davis kind of with their hands on their hip, too, ready for this game to be over with.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
So they're going to mark it again at the 1 or the 2-yard line right there. Just over a minute left in this game. Handoff is going to go to 27 again, and he is going to get in the end zone and waiting for the mark. It is a touchdown by Winniewood with just under a minute to go.
And, you know, still kudos to the Davis defense. I mean, we've got a lot of second string and guys that are just getting minutes. And, you know, 48-6, 48-7 possibly, that's not bad.
Nope.
We'll take it.
And if you look out there from a Winniewood perspective, Winniewood still has a lot of their starters in the game because it was important for them to get on the scoreboard here, and they did. 51 seconds to go in the ball game. Score is now 48-6. Winniewood to go for 2.
Winniewood lining up for the 2-point conversion.
So Winniewood with a trips formation to the right side or the far side of the field. Bad snap, goes over the quarterback's head. Davis defense is going to recover, and that 2-point conversion is going to be no good. It's going to make the score 48-6 with 51 seconds to go in the ball game.
I'm trying to see who picked that up. It looked like number 32, Shane Pletcher.
I did not capture the number on that one. Again, kickoff return team getting out onto the field.
With 51 seconds left, real quick, again, shout out to the Howell Media Group with, our seniors, Bryant Ward, Cody Combs, Sherry Wyatt, and Mateo Martin, and then all the other seniors for football, softball, media. I'm missing something else, I know. I think cross country. Yep. Are all going to be out there, so stay with us.
On the broadcast. You won't hear us talk. We will just let you guys listen to the senior presentations.
Right. You're welcome.
Yep, it'll be the best it sounded tonight. So 51 seconds to go here. Davis will move to 2-1 on the year after what looks like it's going to be a 48-6 win over Winniewood. Next week they will be on the road at Tishomingo, looking to start their district playoff with a victory.
Right. And I'm looking forward to that.
First district game.
Game.
First game that counts, like our coach always said,
Yep.
So. Looks like the Wolves 76 for Winniewood to kick off. It's going to be fielded and touched down there by number 31, Colton McGahey, the deep back. Immediately takes a knee, so I've got a feeling we're going to see a victory formation here. Clock's ticking, under 40 seconds to go in the ball game. So you've been listening to this broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone. Brad Bentley, Jared Morris, and Bobby Alexander on the call this evening. Hope you guys have enjoyed the game. 23 seconds to go here. It looks like this is going to be ball game.
And a really good showing for the Wolves tonight. Coming out after a tough game last week at Sulphur. Come home, first home game, homecoming, senior night, all rolled into one, which is, the year's just weird.
And that's gonna do it. 48-6, all Wolves this evening. Winniewood with the late touchdown to get on the scoreboard, but not before Davis had already put 48 on the scoreboard. So stay tuned to the broadcast. Watch senior night. Enjoy seeing this year's 2020-21 seniors. This has been the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We're going to turn it over and let you guys listen. So appreciate you watching or listening to our broadcast. We will see you again next week
from live competition bingo.
So go Wolves.
Go Wolves.
7:30 kickoff. The 6th and 7th grade and junior high Wolves will be at home this next Thursday against Kingston. 6th and 7th grade will kick off at 5:30 with the junior high to follow thereafter. We need all parents involved in tonight's senior night recognition to go to the southeast corner of Wolffield, down by the old band shell. Again, Wolves fans, please hang around for the seniors.
You might be able to zoom in just a hair.
Not really, but you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd have our senior night recognition. Honor our seniors and their parents, guardians. We're going to start with our media class, Cody Combs, escorted by Shane and Leah Moss and David and Brandy Combs. Media for 2 years, golf for 4 years, esports for 2 years, who's who most likely to become a YouTuber, and his future plans are to attend East Central University to become a dental hygienist. Cody Combs. Also in the media class, Sherry Wyatt, escorted by Jerry Wyatt. Media for two years. Who's who, most unique style. Sherry has fielded numerous high school football games, produced commercials, and emceed the parade and dessert theater. Her future plans are to attend college and major in dermatology. Sherry Wyatt. Another senior in the media class, Bryant Ward, escorted by Bobby Alexander. Media class for 2 years, esports for 2 years. His future plans are to join the Navy and live his life. Bryant Ward. Our last senior in the media class is Mateo Martin, escorted by Christina Martin and sister Micaiah Martin. Media class for 2 years, esports for 2 years. Who's who, most talented. National Honor Society, nominated for Congress the Future Medical Leaders Award of Excellence for outstanding academic achievement, leadership potential, and determination to serve humanity in the field of medicine. His future plans are to continue college courses currently being taken and then become a full-time student in college after graduation. Mateo Martin. Those are our seniors in the media class. Now our seniors in the band, starting with tenor drums, Colton Boydston. Escorted by Travis Boydston and Sharon Boydston. Member of the Pride of the Arbuckles for 6 years. This year's drumline captain. Executives for 4 years. Academic team for 4 years. Who's who, most musical. National Honor Society. Academic team all-conference player. Corvettes. ECOBDA Jazz Honor Band. And his future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma, majoring in computer science, and everything else. He will figure it out. He'll figure it all out there. Tenor drums, Colton Boydston. Another senior in the band, Chloe Oden. Plays clarinet, alto saxophone, and violin. Escorted by Ryan and Michelle Oden. Member of the Pride of the Arbuckles for 4 years. Clarinet section leader. Superior rating at solo and ensemble and violin for 3 years. And also superior rating at solo and ensemble clarinet 3 years. National Honor Society 4 years. Oklahoma Honor Society 4 years. Murray County Youth Leadership. Who's Who Most Musical. Attends the Chickasaw Trail Baptist Church, and here her future plans are to attend Oklahoma State University in the fall. Chloe Oden. Senior snare drum, Grant Millsap, escorted by his parents Michael and Tara Millsap. Member of the Pride for 4 years, bass drum for 1 year, snare drum for 4 years. 2019-2020 top scorer of academic team, National Honor Society. Who's Who Most Likely to Succeed. His future plans are to attend either the University of Oklahoma or Oklahoma Baptist University and major in business. Grant Millsap on snare drum. Brianna Jo Davis, who plays the alto sax and color guard, and Dalton Davis, who's soprano, alto, tenor, and bari sax. They're escorted by their parents, Andy and Jamie Davis. Brianna Jo, a member of the Pride for 4 years, color guard for 3 years, executives 4 years, this year's color guard captain, vocal all-state, Corvettes Honor Show Choir, all-regional show choir, superior rating for state vocal solo and ensemble competitions. Who's Who Most Talented. Her future plans are to attend East Central University and pursue a career as a vocal director. And her twin brother, Dalton, a member of the Pride for 5 years, jazz band, academic team, 4 years, saxophone section leader, Who's Who Best Driver. Future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma to pursue a career as a doctor of physical therapy. That's Brianna Jo and Dalton Davis. Senior, Rylan Moore, trombone and bass drums at this year's drum major. Escorted by Jason and Gayla Mathers and Daniel and Raylene Moore. Member of the Pride for 5 years, academic team 2 years, Who's Who Most Spirited. His future plans are to attend East Central University and major in political science and have a career in politics. That's Senior Rylan Moore. And those are our senior band members. And now our senior cheerleaders, starting with Ayana Miller, escorted by Delisa Daniel, Doug and Joy Smith, and Melinda Gwynn. Varsity cheerleader for 4 years, All-American cheerleader, fast pitch softball for 4 years, track for 4 years, BPA for 4 years, class officer for 4 years, and Who's Who Most Friendliest, and again tonight's homecoming queen. Her future plans are to attend Murray State College, then go to Oklahoma State and become a veterinarian. Senior cheerleader Ayana Miller. Senior cheerleader Abby Eason, escorted by Jason and Courtney Yingling and Rodney Eason. Varsity cheerleader for 4 years, cheering for the Wolves since 4th grade. All-American cheerleader, Key Club 2 years, student council 3 years, class officer 4 years, yearbook staff member, executive for 3 years, show choir for 3 years, all-state mixed chorus for OCDA, Murray County Youth Leadership member, attended OASC Basic Leadership Workshop as a representative of Davis Student Council, Who's Who Most Unforgettable. Her future plans are to attend the University of Oklahoma to pursue the practice and study of litigation in law. Senior cheerleader Abby Eason. Senior cheerleader Shelby Emery, escorted by Dale and Sherry Emery. Varsity cheerleader for 4 years, cheering for the Wolves since 4th grade. All-American cheerleader 2 years, Key Club 4 years, Key Club treasurer, BPA 4 years, executives 4 years, show choir 4 years, ACDA All-State Treble Choir 3 years, OASD District Vice President, Murray County Youth Leadership member, National Honor Society 4 years, attended OASC Basic Leadership Workshop as a representative of Davis Student Council, and Who's Who Best Dressed. Her future plans are to attend the University of Central Oklahoma and pursue a career in speech language pathology. Senior cheerleader Shelby Emery. And now our senior football players, starting with number 1, Jacob Gain. Jacob's being escorted by his grandmother, Susie Gain. Football 4 years, basketball 3 years, and his future plans are to attend college and join the Navy and go straight to work. Number 1, Jacob Gain. Number 11, Colin Delaney. Escorted by his parents, Bob and Letitia Delaney. Football 4 years, basketball 3 years, baseball 4 years, FFA 4 years, SCA 4 years. Who's Who Mr. DHS. His future plans are to attend college and major in ag business. Number 11, Colin Delaney. Number 15, Ty Burks. Escorted by his mom, Diane Burks, and brother, Dylan Teeter. Football for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, track for 2 years, BPA for 4 years, FCA for 2 years. Who's Who Biggest Wolf, and his future plans are to pursue a career in HVAC. Have it. Number 15, Ty Burks. Number 30, Brandon Blankenship. Escorted by his parents, Gabe and Jamie Blankenship. Football for 3 years, powerlifting 3 years. His plans are to attend college, to play football, and to be an entrepreneur, to own his own mechanic shop. Number 30, Brandon Blankenship. Number 31, Colton McGahey. Escorted by his parents, Kurt and Kernisha McGahey. Football for 4 years, track for 4 years, basketball for 1 year, baseball for 2 years, regional first place in the 200-meter dash, and state 4th place in the 200, Chickasaw honors. Who's Who Best Dressed. His future plans are to attend college on athletic scholarship, major in information technology, and minor in criminal justice. 31, Colton McGahey. Number 59, Tanner Claxton. Escorted by his parents, Keith and Brandy Claxton. Football for 4 years, baseball for 4 years, FCA for 4 years. Who's Who Most Athletic. His future plans are to attend East Central University and major in health and safety. At 59, Tanner Claxton. Number 63, Chase Warren. Escorted by Kevin and Camille Warren. Football for 4 years, powerlifting for 2 years, FFA for 3 years. Who's Who Best Personality. His future plans are to attend Murray State College and pursue a nursing career to become a nurse anesthetist. Number 63, Chase Warren. Number 71, Wyatt Fisher. Escorted by Chris Mueller and Stephanie Fisher. Football for 4 years, track for 3 years, wrestling for 3 years, powerlifting for 3 years, FFA for 4 years, and his future plans are to pursue a career in welding after graduation. '71, Wyatt Fisher. Number 88, Taylor Lawrence. Escorted by Sherry Kessler and Grandpa Bill Kessler. Football for 4 years, powerlifting for 2 years, 2020 state qualifier in powerlifting, and Who's Who Most Friendliest. His future plans are to attend college in the fall. Number 88, Taylor Lawrence. Those are our seniors in the media class, cheerleaders, band, and football team. Thank you, fans, for sticking around after tonight's game. Let's give them a big round of applause, both the student athletes and their parents and guardians, on their commitment and dedication to Davis Schools and Davis Athletics. Thank you. To all Wolves fans, drive home safely and have a great weekend.
Definitely not.